to be talking to you about the dangers of binge drinking. I'm going to tell you how binge drinking ruined a major part of my life and why you shouldn't drink and how it can cause a negative effect on your life. There are many problems associated with binge drinking. One of them is a loss of sleep. Sleep cannot be recovered and causes a loss in production in work and in school. And we'll talk about that in a minute. I am a student at Post University, and I would like to tell you why I'm 36 years old and still have not obtained my degree. Drinking took away everything I ever wanted in life, including my education. I was constantly dropping out of different colleges due to my drinking, and it was just shortly after I would enroll sometimes. I could not see what my drinking was doing to me until it was almost too late. Many college students waste their time spent drinking instead of studying, and they get lower grades than what they could potentially. Sometimes these students never even graduate. The purpose, though, of this speech is to tell you that by staying sober, you will better your chances of succeeding in life and in college and benefiting the world around you. I wasted 8 years of my life binge drinking. I lost my home, I lost the love of my life, and most importantly, I lost my daughter. She was about 5 years old when I started binge drinking. She is now 13 years old. I lost all of those years with her due to my drinking. I'm an alcoholic now due to large amounts of liquor I continue to consume in my young adult life. Now I'm 36 years old, trying to obtain my degree, working two jobs, and trying to reestablish my relationship with my daughter. Even if you don't drink, you may know someone who does. I hope that you will listen to these facts about binge drinking as well as a part of my personal story. They may be able to save you or someone else from the grips of this progressive disease. Many students begin hanging out with the wrong crowd during college, and they begin binge drinking, which causes them to lose focus and ambition. Instead of a student trying to study, they may choose to go out and have a few beers with their friends. This turns into a habit that is very hard to break. Beers can lead to hard liquor, and as any drinker knows, a very terrible hangover. The next day is spent trying to recuperate, and not much gets done. The student is now fallen behind on their studies, and their grades start to fall. Now that their grades have fallen and they have gotten even further behind, they lose the motivation to even try. They then go out for drinks with their buddies in order to try and not think about their mistakes, and the vicious cycle of drinking and not studying begins. There is very good news though. There are recovery programs that are worldwide, such as Alcoholics Anonymous and Celebrate Recovery. AA uses what is called the Big Book, and in it are the 12 steps. On the first page, you can read that this is how they have recovered from their alcoholism. So if you or someone you know has a problem with alcohol, you can get this book and follow the 12 steps and recover. Celebrate Recovery is a Christ-centered program that also has the 12 steps. Their goals are both to show you the light at the end of the tunnel in your addiction and to give you hope and a strength for a better future. And I should know that they work because I'm a huge testimony to both of these programs. I'm very happy now. So let's talk about the dangers of binge drinking. It's somewhat of an epidemic. According to national surveys done by a web post, Fact Sheets and Binge Drinking, more than half of the alcohol consumed by adults in the U.S. is in the form of binge drinks. And 1 in 6 adults binge drinks about 4 times a month, consuming about 8 drinks per binge. Now, I found these numbers to be very low according to the way my friends and I would drink in college. I consumed as much alcohol as I could in one night, and so did my friends. We did this knowing full well we had assignments due for class. We would profess to never drink again this way, and then we would get all of our schoolwork done. However, this never happened, and little to no effort was ever put into schoolwork, if we even did it at all. Our grades went down, the grief set in. This led to simply giving up, chased by more drinking. I personally have dropped out of college more than once due to this vicious cycle. Now let's talk about the loss of sleep. I've researched them and I've also done some personal research a couple weeks ago. I didn't drink, but I stayed up all night on Friday night, and I didn't go to bed till about 4 a.m. and had to get up shortly thereafter. So I lost a whole night's sleep. It threw me off for an entire week. I even dedicated one full night or one full day to just sleeping and resting, and it still took me 5 more days to get back on track and onto my regular sleep schedule. I found some research material at Medical World posted by Joanne that was done on animals, where they kept the animals awake for 20 hours with only 4 hours of sleep opportunity on a 5 day consecutive period in order to see if they could make up for lost sleep. What they found was that after the first day of lost sleep, say Friday night out, the animals compensated by increasing the depth of their sleep. However, the subsequent days of lost sleep, like say Saturday night out and then Sunday night, trying to stay up all night and get all your homework done by Monday, on those nights the animal failed to generate the compensatory response. In other words, they did not sleep any more deeply or any longer than the sleep deprived night. At the end of the study, the animals were given 3 full days to sleep as much as they wanted. Amazingly, they recovered virtually none of the sleep that was lost during the 5 day sleep deprivation period. This is what I got out of all this information. Your brain sort of programs itself to whatever it is you're doing. So if you're not allowing enough time for sleep, then your body and your mind are going to adjust to less sleep, which causes major problems. Less sleep makes you irritable and groggy, to say the least. So imagine combining that with the after effects of alcohol on a continual basis. Now let's talk about the physical effects. As found by the Centers for Disease and Control, binge drinking also leads to serious health problems, included but not limited to unintentional injuries, car crashes, falls, burns, drowning, sexually transmitted diseases, unwanted pregnancies, sexual dysfunction, and neurological damage. Now I sound like George Carlin trying to give you the side effects of a pharmaceutical drug. These health issues are life threatening, and they are no laughing matter. They really happen. Take it from me. I can tell you from personal experience that much of these facts are very true. I used to wake up constantly after passing out from a binge and wondering where all the bruises came from. I was constantly falling down or getting into physical altercations with people that caused both parties bodily harm. My father, who was an alcoholic, started to lose feeling in both of his legs due to neuropathy. This is caused from the alcohol deadening the nerve endings. If he was still alive, he probably would have lost both of his legs. I personally have been hospitalized and almost died 5 times due to my drinking and withdrawing from alcohol. All of the information I have given you is very serious and should not be taken lightly. Don't waste your young adult life by failing to listen to these dangers. There is hope. I now attend regular AA meetings and I have now been sober for 3 years. Anyone who has found themselves on a downward spiral of binge drinking can find hope. You can find AA anywhere in the world and they will give you the support you need to get help off the roller coaster of binge drinking. Binge drinking is a habit that is formed, and we can just as easily form a new habit of not drinking. By staying sober, we can accomplish so much more in life. We can retain information learned in college, and we can benefit not only ourselves, but those around us. I obtained some of my information from CDC, Division of Population Health, no date, www.cdc.gov/alcohol/fact sheet/binge drinking.htm. And you can't make up for lost sleep from Medicine World at http://medicineworld.org/cancer/lead/7-27/ you can't make up for lost sleep. Thank you and have a nice day.